Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe. Ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking kids, Arnie and K-Fizz, they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
When it comes to affordable motorcycle insurance in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, there's only one name to remember: Jeff Ard.
With over 30 years of riding experience, Jeff recognizes what a biker looks for when it comes to coverage for their bike. He understands the benefits that are available to you to get the most coverage for the most practical price. Benefits like taking the Safe Rider course, organizational discounts, prior insurance discounts, Safe Rider discounts, and Jeff provides a transfer discount, which means that if you have the coverage now and you bring that coverage to Allstate, you will receive up to an 18% discount for the first year, a 12% savings for the second year, and continues with a 7% discount for the third year.
If it's available, Jeff's going to make sure you have it.
Jeff Art Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote today at jeffartinsurance.com.
What can Jeff do for you?
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know a child that needs help, please call or go online today.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Born to Ride magazine, the hottest, maddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. $39.95 for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out borntoride.com. Born to Ride.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
It is that. It's the all-new... Oh, wow. It's the all-new BornToRide.com, right? How you guys doing? Hey, I'm Craven. I'm here. It's Tuesday night. It's time for Born to Ride. Now, what's the difference between Born to Ride Radio and Born to Ride TV? Well, that's hard to say. Because Born to Ride, here we go again. Born to Ride Radio has TV component as well. I mean, come on. Check it out. Look at it. You can see me. I know. My stalkers love that. And that's all good. I want everybody to enjoy the program and to be here and to make it all happen. We just keep continuing on. Every Tuesday night, it's Born to Ride. Now, what are you doing? You're just sitting there watching it on the computer? Listening to it in the trailer park? No, I don't think so. Anyway, it is what it is. We're making it happen here at Born to Ride because that's what we do. Now, what are you doing? Let's see. I got a couple of events. We were talking about this event, and I wanted to go over it. It's not exactly right here, but you can hear me there. And I know I got people listening right now, so. The rally at the railroad is coming up. It's down in Parrish, Florida. I will give you the exact time and place. But it's like, okay, it's April the 29th. Now, that's like this weekend or something, right? So why not go out there and support the good cause? Because it's helping families that have been, somewhat injured or otherwise compromised by accidental tragedies through no fault of their own. They just ended up in a little bit of trouble. So what they do at this ride is they collect whatever money they can for the run, and then they pass it on to those that, for example, and I hate to get political and get in the news right now, but I'll go ahead. Here's a great example of what's going on. People are going out all over the state of Florida and setting fires that turn into wildfires, brush fires, and things that have destroyed a lot of property, a lot of homes, and a lot of things. Now, we as bikers do what we do, but we don't go out and intentionally start fires to burn people out of house and home. That's never happened, never will. We're not even going to get started with that. It's ridiculous, and what's happening is that it continues on and on and on and on, and it's happened all over Central Florida. It's happened very close to home for the radio station. It's happened very close to home for people in Brandon and people in Plant City, Lakeland, all these places that are now Pasco County tonight. What's up with people that have that mindset? Well, that's what the rally at the railroad does. And if you go there to this run, it's a run that can help people. For example, the people that got burned out by no fault of their own. I'm just holding that picture up there because I'm like that. Trust me, people, it's never good when you have a tragedy at home. And that tragedy at home could be anything. You could have a flood. You could have a fire. Well, in Florida, you're more than likely going to get a fire and not a flood, because now everybody that's out there setting these fires have created a lot of problems for a lot of people. We don't want them to go homeless. So go down to Parrish, Florida, hook it up the rally at the railroad. It's on the 29th. It's a Saturday. It's from noon to 6 at the Florida Railroad Museum. 12210 83rd Street East in Parrish. And they got other stuff like the 50-50, the rock wall, the bungees, the drunk. I always say the drunk tank. How about the dunk tank? Okay. Let's be serious for a second. Cornhole. I'm not going to go there. And more, I apologize from being from Georgia. But anyway, Rally at the Railroad's coming up, and that's this weekend. So, what are you guys doing out there right now? You want to give a call? It's fine. Studio lines are open, 813-756-6444. I encourage everyone to call in and just to say, hey, Craven. Oh, let me do the other voice. Hold on. Hey, Craven, you suck. Why are you on the radio? Okay, because I can be. Oh, yeah. Hey, Craven, why is it you on the radio and doing Born to Ride and stuff like that, and I can't be that? Well, here's the deal. You can be that because all you have to do is call in. Once again, 813-756-6444. I'm pretty sure we put the number out there on the internet or something. And yeah, largely our audience is all over the world because this is online radio, internet streaming radio, if you want to call it such. And it goes everywhere, does everything, and provides you with whatever entertainment that I can bring to you. For example, I have the entire Born to Ride magazine coming up right here in front of me, so you can see. You can see what we got going on. All right, there you go. It's Born to Ride Radio, and we do that every Tuesday night. Now, on the front cover of this magazine, I don't know if you guys know where Brandon, Florida is, but who doesn't? Brandon Harley-Davidson shop. A big place. They have cattle there. Longhorn cattle, even, that you can go look at and pet. Don't try to make steaks out of them. Starts at 12 noon. It's on Sunday, May the 7th. Scooter Saloon is putting on a really large event. I say that because they got some good talent coming in. Live music, including Tommy Rocks, which is a tribute to Leonard Skinner. Which, you know, there's a lot of great bands going to be performing there. I think Soul Circus Cowboys are going to be, and you know, and I'm going to tell you something. I'll play some of their music here in a little while, but not right now. I'm going to talk about the fact that I'm going to be out there, and I'll be the damn MC, as they call it, which means that if you haven't had enough of hearing my voice on the radio, the TV, and every damn where else, well, you will have the opportunity. You'll have the opportunity to hear me talking a bunch of crap, if you want to call it that, or just talking to myself or talking to whatever. You'll have the opportunity to hear me out there on the microphone saying things. Most of the things that I say are just, event announcements, and sometimes I rarely make it political. So I'm not going to make it political while I'm at Scooter Saloon, Springtime Biker Bash. Born to Ride's putting this event on, but there's going to be a lot of other people out there, and there's vendor spaces available, and there's a lot of things you can do. You can actually get a hold of us at Born to Ride, borntoride.com. Or you can actually call in. 813-661-9402. That's the local number. And that's a good number to call in on. Because when you go to other things, like the 800 number, somebody's going to answer it, and they're going to say, "Why are you calling on the 800 number? You're right over here in Brandon." I don't know why they would say that. I really don't think that they would. But, you know, I have to have some sort of entertainment content. Actually, the vendor's number is 888-795-5779, and for what that's worth, if you want to be a vendor, it's probably a good place to be because, geez, it's going to be one of those deals. If you want to get in, you better get in there now. They're going to take up all the vendor spaces, and you're going to be left holding the BAG, if you know what I'm saying. We don't want you to do that. We want you to be there, and we want you to have a good time with us at Scooter Saloon. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a big event. I've never seen an event over there at the Scooter Saloon, Brandon Harley, or any of that hasn't been gigantic. And also, because it is what it is, and all the people are there, and everybody's going to be like hanging out. They're going to be like, wow, this would be an absolutely fantastic event if we didn't have Craven out there talking on the microphone. Well, you know what? You're going to hear me talking on the microphone anyway. So, yeah, we got a lot of bands coming out to that event. And including Tommy Rocks and Soul Circus Cowboys and some of those guys. You know, that whole group has been putting together some of the best events in the whole area. And if you're in Central Florida, Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Brandon, Plant City, wherever you hail from, this would be the place to be. what I would call a don't miss event. But anyway, like I said, that gives you a little bit of time because it's Sunday, May the 7th. It's not like this weekend, it's like next weekend. And we want to see all y'all out there, if you can make it. So anyway, what are you doing out there? I mean, studio line's open. If you want to call in, 813-756-6444. Let me see. Oh, yep, it's still open. I had people calling in at specified times, but you know how that rolls. That don't mean you can't call in now. We encourage people to call in and say, "Hey, Raymond, what are you doing? Why are you on the radio? I don't even want to talk on the telephone." But you want to be on the program, don't you? I know you do. Be on the program. Get with the program and get on the radio with me here. Because it's worth it. And I can't tell you why it's worth it, but, you know, if you're just sitting out there listening to me and not, you know, getting involved, it's kind of one of those deals. I'm not going to tell you what kind of deal it is because I don't want you to think that I'm kind of, you know, weird or something. Anyway, I'm going to be going over other events and other things, and I'll be talking about a lot of things tonight. And I don't know about you, but me, I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad that we wake up to another day, and I'm glad that our neighborhood hadn't burned up. I hate to be back to the news and the political slant, but what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people that want to just go out there and arbitrarily burn down people's neighborhoods? And it's happening all over the state of Florida. It's not just in Pasco, Pinellas, Polk, Hillsborough. It's happening everywhere, and I haven't figured out why. Well, you get a kick out of setting fires? Do you like the color of the fire equipment coming out? Or just a sick, crazy, old, I don't know what the hell you are? I mean, I can't get it. Why is it that people would want to do that? I don't get any enjoyment out of it. And I don't think that it's right if you do. But, I mean, you're probably not listening to me now, but I hope you are. Whoever it is that's out there setting those fires, I hope you're listening to me right now, so that way I can tell you what a piece of crap you are and how much money it's costing our state. Our first responders and all the people that go out there to try to put out your maniacal, idiotic, I'm just going to go burn me a little brush fire over here and get everybody all stirred up. No, that's not cool, man. What kind of mentality is that? Why is it you would even think about doing that? I guarantee you whenever they find out who's doing all this crap, and I know old Grady Judd, he's going to be like, because he's over in Polk, and he's like, already made a public comment about these people. We're going to put you in jail. You're not going to get out. You're not going to be able to have any matches. So, believe me, that man will do it. Because that's the guy that he is. He's not a part-time guy. He's out there all the time trying to put people in jail. So keep it in mind. If you're out there with a matchbook, an old gasoline can, or whatever it is that you want to set your fire. Hey, the biker community's watching you. I can tell you that. The sheriff's department's watching you. Everybody's watching you, so eventually you're going to get caught. If they keep raising these rewards up, I think I'm going to actually go out there and try to find somebody myself and say, all right, you're the guy, right? And he's going to look at me like, well, why did I lie to you? I'm just an old dumbass. Well, you know what? That's fine, because if you set a fire like that, you are dumb, really dumb. And I can't put up with it. It's horrible. So anyhow, what are you guys up to out there? Give me a call, 813-756-6444, and we are going to continue on with the program. Where was I? Oh, yeah. what I got lined up. Music? Probably. And let me see what it was. And where it's going now, I'm going to play one song, clear my throat, and then I'll be right back with more Born to Ride. Stay tuned. Don't miss out.
Barracuda.
That gives me a chance, just for a second, to go clear my throat, if you know what I'm saying. Or was it light up a cigarette? I don't know which it was, but anyway, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to be out there setting them wildfires. We're not going to talk about that anymore. We'll talk about the positive stuff like I was just talking about. We were talking about Scooter Saloon, and we were talking about how cool it's going to be out there. And you get to actually see me and see what's happening. I know you're not looking forward to that. It's all good, though, man. It's all good. We got some other stuff going on, too. And I go through the magazine every month, and I'm like, all right, man, I got so many events to promote. Where do you start? Where do you start? Where do you start? Well, considering that the month is almost all the way gone, it's hard to say where we're going to go, what we're going to do. But there's an event every weekend that you need to be at. And there's things happening that you need to attend. Who am I to tell you that you have to attend something? I'm just saying. I can suggest this. If you're out riding around, go to Parrish and go to the Rally on the Railroad, or go to Scooter Saloon on May the 7th and check out the big show over there. I mean, I can always just do that if that's what you want me to do. But we've got, that's the thing about Brandon Harley. Tampa, Brandon, Newport, Richie, that whole group, they put on bike nights all the time. And if you've never been to Brandon Harley, it's a great place. That's where Scooter Saloon is. And hey, they got good food down there, too. I ate there, and it was good. Delicious kind of stuff, Stuff you like, barbecue and steaks and burgers and stuff like that. But there's so much stuff going on that if you don't know where to go to find out what's coming up next, you go to www.borntoride.com. And when you go to borntoride.com, then you know what's going on. Because they tell you about all the events. Or you pick up a copy. It's a funny story. You pick up a copy of Born to Ride magazine. See it? Looks like that this month. Well, the new one's going to be coming out in just a few days. Be letting you know where to go and what to do. Because we got a big event section in the magazine. Now, if I were you, I would think about what's going on and try to attend some events. Because, what else is there? What are you going to do at your time? You're going to sit there on the computer, the telephone, the iPad, and listen to Craven? Because you don't have to do that. You can come down to Scooters. Anyway, Scooters is at Brandon Harley. I hate to keep pumping my own event. But I am. Just because I'm going to be there. Not really. I want to tell you about another one that's coming up. But it's during that time, and you might not be in Brandon. Actually, it's after. It's right before that event at Scooters. But the 27th through the 1st, Born to Ride's putting on the Wildwood Bike Rally, camping bike rally, with a bunch of contest games and a bunch of stuff. And it is presented by Born to Ride. I'm going to show you a picture of it, just because I know some of y'all don't get out there to get the magazine, but you get a chance to tune into the TV and the radio. And the TV and the radio is what it's all about. This is what it's all about right here, the 27th through the 1st. It's right up there in Wildwood. I've never been to that exact campground. Allegedly, they're going to try to send me there, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go voluntarily, or maybe I'll be tied up and I'm kicking and screaming. I never know. But anyway, I just try, and I keep on trying, and I keep on doing the best I can do with what I got to work with. And one of the things I got to work with, you can make it sure pretty good bet I get up on the stage and I'll talk some stuff. If they just want me to make announcements or whatever it is, it's just like everything else. But for right now, That thing's coming up the 27th through the 1st. That's like, man, that's like this weekend. That's like a few days from now. They got all these biker games like the hoop toss, and you get to push the keg or throw the keg or roll the keg and get all that. Slow races and a burnout contest. And they've also told me they're going to do the weenie bite thing, which, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. They call it bite the dog. And it's good if the dog doesn't bite you and you're able to bite the dog. But how that works is, you know, you put your girl in the back of the bike, you go as slow as you can, and then whoever bites the most of the hot dog off wins. That seems fair. And it seems like a lot of fun, because it really is a lot of fun to do that kind of thing. That's really a pretty good, it's a pretty good game. I have hosted that game before, and it can be quite funny at times. It's never funny when somebody goes too slow and falls down a little bit, but so far no one's ever been injured, except the hot dogs, and they get bit. Oh. That's the name of the game. That's the point of it, right? Yeah, so you know, whoever gets the biggest bite of that dog wins. And I don't know which is worse. Sometimes I think the hoop toss is worse, because you carry hula hoops around, you throw them over orange cones. But anyway, you're going to be able to experience all of those things. It's really worth it. It's a lot of fun. And it's at the Wildwood Camping Bike Rally. No, that's at 4222 North 301 in Wildwood, Florida. Want more information? Go to www.wworp.com. I would go there right now. But wait a minute, I'm using my computer for something else. What are you doing with your computer? If you're not tuned in to Born to Ride Radio, you are making a big mistake. Hi, I'm Craven Moorhead. I'm your host. I'm doing the best I can to entertain you for a few minutes and let you know what's going on in the great state of Florida and beyond. Because I know a lot of y'all just got back from Angel City and we're having a good time up that way. Well, I've been there, I've done that, and that's a great place to hang out. Angel City, it's in Georgia. What the heck? Oh, that's the phone or something. Born to Ride Radio, you're on the air.
Am I? Is this that sexy Craven Moorhead?
I'm sexy now? Wow. Yeah, sure.
At least that big, deep voice of yours is sexy.
Oh, okay. So, that's great. So, hi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm well. You sure you want to keep me on the air?
Yeah, I'll keep you on the air. I mean, it's not a phone sex line, but let's talk if you want to. Who are we talking to?
Jackie.
Jackie, really?
Yes, really.
Jackie Silla? Oh, I'm not going to say your name on the air.
Yes, that Jackie.
Hey, you're wacky.
A beautiful poster you had on Facebook, and I called to say hi.
Hey, let me tell you something, Jackie. Wacky Jackie, I saw your post about being on the horse and the ER. That's the funniest joke I think I've seen all day. And it's like, oh yeah, the guy came out and unplugged the machine and told me I couldn't ride the elephant or some kind of crap. And I was like,
he took my change. You wouldn't let me ride the elephant.
Wow, that was a really good one, and I was really kind of impressed because, you know, the way that's structured, you know how Facebook works. You only get so many characters before you have to click the see more thing, right? Now, I don't know Seymour very well, but he's getting tired of getting clicked. Never mind. Anyway, so Seymour was... Well, anyway, I clicked Seymour. And you're like, you know, you wrote this thing like, well, I'm in the ER. I didn't have a very good day. I went horseback riding. Haven't done it a long time. Horse started out smooth. He started out slow and easy. And then he got faster and faster and faster, and he started pounding me. He was pounding me like the stallion that he was. Oh, wait a minute. That's not exactly how it went, but it's close, right? I know why you're doing this. So you're trying to steer me down the wrong path, and that's cool because I've been steered down the wrong path. But anyhow, so anyway, as it comes to the end of the
really a wrong path.
when the end of the thing comes around, it ends up they just come out and unplug the machine, steal all your quarters.
Toys R Us. The manager at Toys R Us comes out and unplugs the machine.
Yeah, so I was like, only Wacky Jackie would go this far to make me laugh. It's something that's probably the oldest joke in the world. I mean, I'm sure you got some more, so tell us what you've been up to lately.
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well,
Nothing. I have no life, so I stay on Facebook and entertain myself.
Really, that is pitiful.
Republicans.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I'm not even going into the politics tonight. I was already into,
horses.
No, I was kind of butt shaming all the people that are out there setting all these wildfires. So I don't feel bad about that for some reason. I think those people are really they're losers that are out here burning down people's property and homes.
Right. I bet they wouldn't be doing it if they paid for property of their own. Are you there?
I'm fairly certain you're correct about that, Jackie. As wacky. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, somebody's calling in, and that's why it's beeping a lot.
Oh, nobody's calling in here. Somebody's calling you because you are so popular.
Are you saying my radio show's more popular than yours?
Well, you're on mine now, so yeah, I guess so, huh? Are you on your own radio show? I didn't know about that part. I've seen your radio show kind of some of the places you worked at. I don't even know if you're still working at any of those places, but we've had our good times looking at you try to entertain people like I try to do out here. So, it's kind of like...
you said you weren't going to talk about that in public.
About what? Our jobs or the radio show?
The entertainment part.
Well, I don't know. I find it entertaining, and at least you come up there, you're on your motorcycle, and you do whatever you do, right? And it is what it is. I'm not trying to say, hey.
We have a good time, don't we?
Oh yeah, we always have a good time. I don't know if you're still at the same old haunts, or I have to drive someplace new to try to find you if I want to come out and watch you do whatever it is you do.
No, moved on. Next. Moved on.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Some people are scared of chicks who ride their own bike,
I'm not scared. But anyway, I was going to tell you that's what happened with me. I had to move on from some of them places, so I guess you probably moved on too. And yeah, sometimes it's time to move on, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I do. And they all lived happily ever after. When's your next gig outside of the radio station?
We were talking about that at, I'll be over there at Scooter Saloon on the 7th. May the 7th, I'm emceeing that event over there at Brandon Harley-Davidson. I know you...
Is it night or day?
No, it starts at noon. That'd be like a daytime gig, and yeah, we don't want to see you after dark.
I'll come up and have lunch with you.
Well, and you're buying.
No, who's in there with you tonight?
They're what?
Who's in there? Who's sitting beside you right
now? Let's see. The Invisible Man.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're going to have to solicit someone to buy both of us lunch.
I'll do
Moving
that.
on isn't necessarily lucrative.
I'm not even going to go there. Here's what I'm going to say about all that. I'll say this about that. Oh, I guess that's an old line. I'll say this about that.
Go ahead with the food shits.
I know, right? Well,
I was so excited to see a phone number that I could prank on Facebook.
Well, you might as well. I mean, I put it out there so everybody can call in. Either you're a fan of my show or you hate me, and either way, I encourage you to call in and let me know. I mean, I'm not a not a stranger to controversy by any means. However, you know, I've got some fans and I've got some stalkers and I got some haters and I do have all that stuff, right? So it's okay because I'm right here. Come on down and get yourself a taste of lead poisoning, I used to say. But anyway. No, I'm not trying to go there. I'm just glad you called in because we need a perspective anyway because it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm not talking about you know what. I'm talking about
Charlie Brown's tingly pennies.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the statistical numbers of female writers. Even if they're even if they're like you and probably have no fear of trying to whip every man that you walk up against. I'm just saying we have more and more every day statistical numbers of female motorcycle owners and operators, if you want to say that like that, riders. So tell us what it's like to be you.
Let me tell you something.
That's what I asked you to do.
There isn't enough time on any radio show to tell you what it's like to be me, but I'll tell you what it's like to have the freedom to break up with a dude and not worry about wishing you were on a motorcycle. And I got friends like that break up with their guy and they're grounded. And that's the worst feeling in the world.
Okay, well, that's a good point. Do you know why I think that I like you so much and I find you so attractive is because I know you have a motorcycle, and if I was hooked up with you, I'd always be able to just take your motorcycle and just haul butt.
Right, well, I would too. Yeah.
Well, that would be the butt I was haul. That's what I was trying to say. But I mean, you know, either way, I'm just.
Having said that, I still like to ride bitch sometimes. I do.
And what's that? Okay.
I like to ride in the back sometimes.
Okay, you said ride bitch.
You're strapping yourself around somebody that you know digging.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
And I didn't know, but you said you're something about ride bitch, and I was going to know what the bitch's name was, and I didn't even ask that. You're talking to a guy that's been on the radio for like 25, 30 years, so, you know, it's kind of tough if you're just going to, I mean, you can be a spoiler, and I want you to do that now, but I mean, yes, the freedom, and I want to, you know, I want to hear about that from a woman's perspective, and I want the listeners to hear about what it's like to, you know, to own your own bike, to operate your own bike, and to go out there and ride, and, you know, it's in one of those fields that, well, it's largely men. Not anymore. The statistics are climbing about women riders, so that's what I'm getting.
It's time. It's time. I mean, in the riding world, the women call each other sisters, when the only thing you can do with your sister is lift her up to a higher level. And
that sounds dirty.
Yeah, well, it can be, but in this respect, you want to tell your sisters, hey, get your own bike, experience that freedom. Yeah, there's freedom in riding on a motorcycle, but there's real freedom in riding your own motorcycle.
Right. So that means
it's refreshing. It's wonderful.
You're trying to suggest that you don't go out and steal someone else's motorcycle and ride it, right? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
I'm sure that's done as well, but I'm not suggesting that. It doesn't, especially in Polk County. You don't want to do it in Polk County. Grady Judd, he don't play.
No, he don't. And you know, this is what we were talking about the part that I was discussing about the people setting all the fires and all the crazy stuff that's going on all over. Now they're hitting Pasco, and I got it. Somebody gets their jollies by going and setting fires. Well, I don't do that, and I don't steal motorcycles, but I'm just saying, like, okay, so you don't have your own motorcycle, so why not hook up with Jackie and ride hers, right?
No way. Jackie doesn't share? No way.
I didn't think so. And that's why I said I think people go out and just maybe they borrow somebody else's stuff and then never bring it back. But I never know. I'm not. look I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that goes out and and steals stuff or robs stuff or hooks up the bad vibe. I'm not into that, and I think you know that about me. You've known me a long time, so.
Right. Oh, no, I would never think you would endorse that bullshit. I think people who do that really, truly have little penises. They
probably do. And that's okay. Let them deal with that misery, on their own.
But, especially the little fire starters. Evidently, there's a lot of dysfunction there.
Yeah, there is, and like and Grady, what you were talking about, Grady Judd, and I put that at the top of the program. I'm like, Grady Judd ain't gonna play. He's gonna put you in jail, and
that's one scary motherfucker over here.
Well, wait, I want to tell you.
You want to say that on the radio?
No, but it's okay. It's okay because you already did. Anyway, and I'm not. I have a beep button over here, but I didn't hit it. Anyway. Well, because it's broadcast on the internet, I mean, pretty much anything goes, but we try to keep Born to Ride Radio a more family-oriented program, and that way we encourage, families, and like you, Jackie, female riders. It's a growing segment of society. The girls that are on bikes nowadays. I mean, it's incredible how much it has grown in the last 10 years. And I didn't check the registration statistics, but man, you see more and more and more and more. And you might think it's just a dude with a ponytail cutting it down the road, and it's actually female. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Well, I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google if there are statistics, now that you bring that up. I never gave it that much thought, but...
Well, if you do that, then, Google it.
I remember back in the 90s, and I'm going to date myself, in the late 80s, when I would show up at bike festivals and events, I was one of the few that used to ride up by myself, and now there's a lot of girls out there. You're right. I wonder if there is a statistic out there somewhere.
I'm sure there is, especially from what the last time I did stats on anything, it was like Pinellas County had the highest motorcycle registrations in the whole state, but I don't know for sure. But I didn't check to see how many male versus female. And then you might also run into a thing where a woman's married to somebody and the guy's got the bike in his name and she rides it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, but there's also motorcycle endorsements on their driver's license.
Correct. Well, you have to have that, or they give you a ticket. And then it takes a long time to fix that, So you have to have a motorcycle endorsement. Thank God I have one. But there's a lot of things you have to have. And that might be a stat that makes it easier. You go to DMV and say, how many females have a motorcycle endorsement? Because typically they all have one, knowing that they'll get a big ticket if they don't, right?
Correct.
Now, when are you going to get yours? Yours is going to get renewed sometime, right? I mean, you got to get your endorsement. No. You probably already got it. Never mind. I've had
it for many moons. No, it rolls over for whenever you renew your driver's license. I don't think you ever have to renew your endorsement.
No, I know that. And I know that I lost a couple of things one time on a renewal, but I was able to go back and correct it. It's not easy. The DMV is the hardest thing in the world to deal with, I think. And I don't know for sure, but I mean, to me, it's like going to Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Which is in itself the hardest thing to deal with in the world.
Yeah, well.
Second to Walmart.
Walmart's the place where you can see everything that you haven't seen and do not want to see currently.
Just don't go there for fashion tips. That's all I got to say about that.
I know that. And you know what? I got that. I mean, that's the way it always rolls. But I'm not a big fan. I'll be honest with you. I'm just not a big fan. And I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not a big fan of the DMV, and I'm really not a big fan of Walmart. I don't know about you.
Nope and nope. Nope and nope.
And what really bothers me about Walmart's, I've been there several times. I have yet to see a wall for sale. Yeah, but I needed to buy a wall to put up in my garage so I could keep the dogs on one side and my couch on the other. And I could not buy a wall at Walmart.
Well, Staples sells staples.
I saw a shopping center one time, and the sign, you're familiar with the store Kohl's, right?
Yeah.
And you're familiar with the store Dick's Sporting Goods, right?
Yes.
The way they had arranged the sign, it said, starting at the top, it said Kohl's, Staples, Dick's. And I'm like, that's going to hurt a little bit.
So
Never mind. Am I going to do what now?
Are you going up to Inverness?
Inverness?
Yeah.
Or Wildwood?
Or was that this past weekend?
I don't remember. I was gonna go over. Let me check. Inverness. We were just discussing Wildwood, and Wildwood is.
Okay.
Yeah, Wildwood's close to Inverness, but the Rock Crusher Canyon thing I think is coming up, but I don't have the information on it right in front of me, so I'm not broadcasting it right now. But are you going up there?
No, I've been ill lately, so I'm just kind of staying close to home, watching my grass grow for a few minutes.
Yeah, I've been watching mine too because my lawnmower is like broken. I've got the thing where it'll turn over, but it won't start. But anyway, that's my problem.
Well, I bought sod out of season, so I've been taking care of my grass really well. I've resodded my front yard, and now I've just been watching it grow.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have anything better to do than watch the grass grow, let me remind you, you have a motorcycle in the garage or in the driveway or wherever you park it.
It's in the garage, but I haven't been feeling well lately, so I've been, everybody's passing around their germs. So it's not hurting me to watch the grass for a couple of minutes.
What germs are you talking about?
On Thursday, and we're going to play with motorcycles on Thursday.
I see. All right, where are you going on Thursday so we can make sure to avoid that area?
Okay, I'm hanging up now. I wanted to call you and tell you I love you, and I miss you.
Well, I love you. I love you too.
With Scooters then.
Yeah, I'll be over there on the 7th, and it starts at noon, so you don't have to stay out all night and be a weirdo and stuff. You can just come and see me during the daytime, normal hours before you're,
It's raining on my parade. If I want to stay out all night and be a weirdo, I can do it.
Yeah, I know you can. I think I've been there sometimes when I'm trying to, escape wherever it was I was working or whatever, right?
Oh, okay.
Jackie, listen, thanks a lot.
See you soon.
All right, thanks so much for calling in. We love you, and tell all your girlfriends to call in too. All the girls are out there on bikes. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, tell them how to call in.
You do that because you got their number, and I do not. But
there's that.
But I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for calling the show. This is Born to Ride Radio. Thank you, Jackie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And, that's what it's all about, having people call in and talk about stuff. Even if it's stuff you don't understand or if it doesn't make sense. Well, maybe I'll get maybe Jackie will look up all the statistics and call back and say, hey, guess what? You're right. 35% more women are riding motorcycles now in the state of Florida than they were 5 years ago. I don't know. All I know is there's a lot more out there than there were a short period of time ago. How do I know that? I just keep my eyes open. I don't say much, don't do much, but I keep my eyes open and try to learn from that. And if I don't make a comment about it, well, that's okay. I don't have to make a comment about it. I try to keep my eyes open, my mouth shut, and that way I learn. What do y'all do? Do you learn like that? Because that's one way to learn. I'm telling you right now, that's one way to learn. And that's why I do what I do. I feel like life, it's an adventure. And every day, you should try to learn something. Try to pick up on something. Try to do something new if you can. But by all means, do something that you enjoy. And I'm sure you people like riding a motorcycle, like going to the events, and like doing the things, helping charities, helping people that are in need. Well, that's what it's all about, people. That's why we do what we do, and we are what we are. And I hope you guys all had the same, guys and gals, I should say. Because I'm sure out there somewhere, there's another gal that has a motorcycle. Not just Jackie. I mean Wacky Jackie. That falls off the horse in front of the Toys R Us. No, not that one. But there's more girls out there tuned in, listening, and having a good time with Born to Ride Radio. And yeah, it's not likely you're just listening to my voice here. You're probably just like, well, not really like Craven, but I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Well, I got a lot more to say, and I'm going to say some more, and then, because it's the top of the hour, it's time for me to introduce you to some more material that you just heard at the top of the show. Stay tuned for more. It's Born to Ride Radio, and guess what we're doing now? I know.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to
Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking kids, Arnie and K-Fizz, and they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
When it comes to affordable motorcycle insurance in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, there's only one name to remember. Jeff Ard.
With over 30 years of riding experience, Jeff recognizes what a biker looks for when it comes to coverage for their bike. He understands the benefits that are available to you to get the most coverage for the most practical price. Benefits like taking the Safe Rider course, organizational discounts, prior insurance discounts, Safe Rider discounts, and Jeff provides a transfer discount, which means that if you have the coverage now and you bring that coverage to Allstate, you will receive up to an 18% discount for the first year, a 12% savings for the second year, and continues with a 7% discount for the third year.
If it's available, Jeff's going to make sure you have it.
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote today at jeffardinsurance.com.
What can Jeff do for you?
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know a child that needs help, please call or go online today.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Born to Ride magazine, the hottest, maddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. $39.95 for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out borntoride.com. Born to Ride.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Yeah, baby, check it out. BornToRide.com. And don't forget, we're also broadcast over on pirate-radio-network.com. Doesn't matter where you're tuning in from as long as you're tuned in here with us at Born to Ride Radio. How you doing tonight? Having a good time, are you? Yeah. We know some of the people are. So you want to say something, give me a holler. The studio line's 813-756-6444. And yeah, you can call up and comment on whatever it is you want to comment on. It's okay. Doesn't have to be always about the biker lifestyle or how many female riders we have. It doesn't really have to be about anything like that. You could actually just call up and say, what's that little paperclip doing there? I don't know. But people get a little bit, when I think Jackie was talking about Facebook and some of the, I don't know. Talk about a really kind of illicit waste of time. It's a pastime that people, I don't know how many have actually lost their employment over it. But to my knowledge, a lot of people get involved in social media at work. Now, think about it this way. If you're doing that, and you got some other job, you're doing data entry or medical coding or you're selling stuff online or whatever it is you do, and instead of doing your job at work, you're on, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these other things. Or you're on that dating site or something. And you're doing that instead of doing your job. Well, then sometimes you become unemployed. Now, whose fault's that? Your own, your employer for providing the computer, or Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and all the other social media outlets. Truth is, well, it's your own damn fault because you're supposed to do your job. Now, if you're born to ride, like we are a social media megaforce. That means that when you go on there and you're not doing your job and you're going and playing around on Facebook and Twitter and all the other outlets, you can see what's happening with Born to Ride because that's what we do. We have a radio program, a TV program. We have magazines. And we have a gigantic social media platform that brings events to you, the viewer. And as an advertiser, it might be the way to go, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we're reaching more people than some of the local TV channels are, and some of the local radio stations are. Why are we reaching so many people? Because we're social media experts. On top of the fact that we're broadcasters and journalists, reporters, writers, photographers, all the things to bring you all the events. People pick up the magazine. It's very popular. Why? Because it's like the foremost magazine. Hell, we got Florida and Georgia out all the time. Plus, we're expanding the magazine market even farther north into the Carolinas and other places like that. So I was going to tell you this funny story earlier, and I went to a used auto parts store and tried to get a mirror for the car, and walked in there and look, holy moly, there's a stack of Born to Ride magazines there. People pick them up everywhere. It's not just it's not just at your bike shops, your bars, and your local hangouts. It's like everywhere. Born to Ride magazine is everywhere, and people love it. They pick it up and they take it home with them. I often wondered and sometimes worried that the magazine thing would probably go away in the future because of the online and what we were talking about earlier, social media, and all the marketing and all the other things that people are doing to come up with ideas, to sell advertising. And for some reason, it just ain't the same if you're in the bathroom sitting there for a while. To hold your iPad, your phone, or whatever, instead of actually having a magazine to flip through the pages. If you know what I'm talking about. And if you, just so you know, Born to Ride magazine is printed on really smooth paper in case you kind of run out. So whatever you do, go to wherever it is that you hang out or wherever you think you can get Born to Ride magazine and pick up your copy of Born to Ride magazine, because it's worth it. I mean, I keep it in the radio station and in the bathroom and in the house, and I keep a copy of Born to Ride around all the time because it's really cool. And it's one of the oldest and longest running magazines, TV shows, and radio shows in the whole state. And as we continue to expand, your market will expand, reaching more people, capturing more audience, and actually engaging more potential clients for your business. I know this because that's what I do here at the radio station, and that's what I do at Born to Ride. I try to capture everybody's entertainment. Well, wow, I'm entertained. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything but talking about what's come to my mind, and what comes to my mind now. I've already went over all this stuff. I'm not even going to talk about the president and all this other silly stuff that's going on out there about how we're parking nuclear subs here and aircraft carriers there. I'm not going to get into all that because I got to admit, every now and then I'm on that damn social media. And when I am, a lot of times I focus on religion and politics instead of something positive. But that's just me. Focus on what's positive in your life. What's that? Your family, your friends, the people that you love. Perhaps even your pets. Perhaps it's just one of those things. Take care of those you love, and take care of your brothers and sisters out there on the road, your bikers, and you're doing the right thing. Go to the events, go to the charities, give up a couple of bucks because you have it. That way you're actually boosting someone else up, and you don't even really realize it, don't even really know it. And I'll get into more of the events and more of the things that are going on as we progress. Because tonight's one of those nights. It's a Tuesday night. We're doing Born to Ride Radio, and we're taking phone calls. And if you'd like to come on the show and say something, good, bad, or indifferent, promote your event, do whatever you want to do. It's 813-756-6444. And I'm here, and I'll take your call. Put you on the air. And I'll let you run your gator on until you kind of, I was going to say pee me off. I wasn't going to use the piss word. I thought that was a British word for a long time. I'm not sure. But anyway, I don't learn much from Gordon Ramsay. So what are you doing? Let me know one more time. 813-756-6444. It's Born to Ride Radio, baby.
Mama, I'm in fear for my
I have a little love song for you now. Because I'm always running from the law.
Lawman is putting an end to my running, and I'm so far from my home. Oh, Mama, I can hear you crying. You're so scared and all alone. Hangman is coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long. Tears up and music out, they finally found me. Renegade, you had it made, treat more about me. Never more you go astray. This will be the end today of the wanted man. Oh, Mama, I've been years on the lam and had
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Born to Ride Radio. And on the phone with me right now, I got my good friend, confidant. It's Jeff Ard. Jeff, how are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good tonight, man.
Yeah, well, we appreciate being part of the program, and we wanted to get with you, and it's always good to have you on the show with us on the phone. One day maybe you'll actually come to the studio or something and show us what the real insurance looks like. Because you don't work.
Be happy to.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. You're not the guy that's got the box that talks all the time. I mean, you're the guy that does it. So tell us about your product, your brand, and what you can do for bikers. I mean, I've ran your commercial 100 times, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of sell peace of mind, so to speak. I mean, the bike season is here. I mean, we've got a rally about every weekend. Let's see, we got Leesburg coming up this weekend, and Thunder Beach next weekend, Panama City. Weather's been great. Got a nice cool snap up here in North Florida, and it's just time to get out on your bike. But if you get out on it, you just need to make sure you're protected, so you don't have to worry about things.
Right. So we're going to go back to what I think we discussed before once a long time ago. Well, maybe that was about 3 shows ago. I mean, let's say you're still making payments on your bike. You got to have the thing covered. I mean, it's got to be full coverage, or you're missing out. You're losing out, and well, that's the law.
Well, bikes have gotten to be a pretty good size investment this day and time. I mean, everybody's been to a shop and seen, how much, bikes are selling and so forth. So if you're going to put an investment in something of that size, it's, sizable. So just, make sure it's protected if something happens to it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that because I have one of those, the old CVO 110, those things are like 30 grand, and that was back in 07, man. I mean, nowadays, 10 years later, they're still getting 30 grand for these bikes, and wow, even if you paid cash and you're, one of those kind of hustlers and brave and say, all right, I'm going to take a chance on something, it ain't the time to take a chance, if you know what I'm saying.
No. Things happen.
And they do, and I'm concerned about things. Now, when you hook up a motorcycle policy, and I know you got some switchover things, and you're with... I'm not going to talk about the box company anymore, but but you got like Allstate and stuff. But I remember once I talked to you weeks ago, and you like don't really do things for old and kind of broken down trucks like I have. But what you do is you do the high end stuff, and you can give people a discount that saves them a lot of money and a lot of worry, and you do it for the right price.
Exactly. And you can bundle items together to save more money, and you can lap coverage over from policy to policy that'll save more money, and you can use what you've got, to maximize the coverage. Because you never know what'll happen. Let me give you an example. I had a guy a couple of weeks ago brought him a brand new bike, drove it home, didn't pay attention, parked it in the driveway. About a couple hours later, wife opened the garage, backed out, backed right over his bike.
Oh, wow. So,
didn't even have it 2 hours.
Let me ask you a question. So how did the divorce proceeding go?
Well, it went great because pretty much he forgave her because he had the bike fully covered. And pretty much he took it back to the shop, and he had the policy with us that buys him a brand new bike.
There you go.
Policy out there that pretty much if you buy a 2017 bike, and if anything happens to it in the next 2 years, 18 or 19, we give you a brand new bike, whichever year it is. So let's say you buy Harley Street Glide and you total it out a year from now, we buy you a brand new 2018 Street Glide.
Fantastic. Okay, well, that's what I was going to say. That's why I said, how did the divorce go? So, in effect, you are actually changing people's lives you're changing people's lives in the effect that, you know, a catastrophic incident like that would normally cause a kind of fiery, I don't know what to say, breakup. I mean, run over my bike and I'm going to get you kind of thing. Well, no. That you're actually changing people's lives with these coverages, and I mean, yeah, there's nothing more sad than to go somewhere and then somebody kind of like gets on your bike and drives away for no good reason, and then you never see it again. It's all fully covered, and that's what we wanted to talk about tonight, and the importance of it, and how it works, and I mean, you know, really. That's a sad story, but you know the price of motorcycles continues to rise, not just in the Harleys, but everything else. But you cover.
It's going to continue.
Yeah.
I mean, we all like creature comforts and so forth, and we also like safety features. And you know, pretty much, I mean, a few years back, I mean, you go back 4 or 5 years, you couldn't really find a bike that had anti-lock brakes to it. You know, now pretty much, you know, every model that's, you know, almost being sold has got anti-lock brakes. You know, they've saved many lives.
Yeah.
But it's not cheap to have those, so it just gets, you know, passed on to the consumer.
Yeah, but you give them a discount for that kind of feature on the bike usually. Is that not correct?
Exactly.
If you have an alarm system on the bike and you got a squealer and you got all that stuff, or a GPS, those kind of things bring the rates down for the people that need to cover their bikes, right?
Yep, anti-lock brakes, you know, safety features like alarm systems, you know, taking a safety course. Just being experienced on your bike, you know, give us, you know, a copy of that, you know, safety card you got. That discount stays on your bike for 3 years.
And when you talk about a safety course, it's not the same as just going and taking your rider's course to get your endorsement. You're talking about actual safety courses.
Yeah, there are, you know, safety courses. Most of your dealerships you can go to and ask, but, you know, most, you know, counties, cities, and so forth will have, you know, some weekend safety courses that you can take. And it's, you know, good for all of us to go back for a refresher course and so forth, just to, you know, see how, you know, what our skills are doing. Just to get in the parking lot, you know, do some, you know, figure eights and so forth, things that we don't normally do. You know, they do in these safety courses. They teach you some things and so forth about how to avoid accidents, how to be alert, you know, what to wear and so forth, you know, how to, if a situation arises, how to respond to it.
And, yeah, and I can agree with that, because I think that it's not that we become complacent, but because we become comfortable in our environment and what we're doing. You never know what the guy next to you is going to do, or the person that's going to be at the next stoplight or stop sign. You know, they may pull out in front of you. They might be texting and driving. You might get run over from the rear. But either way, it pays. It pays to be covered. And I know that, you know, it's not just about bodily injury or whatever. It's also about replacing the machine.
Correct.
So if you had to tell anybody anything, I mean, besides those that are absolutely required, and if I wanted to take my old shovelhead chopper, I guess you guys could cover that too, right?
Oh, yes, sir. We can take, you know, pretty much anything on 2 wheels, you know, customization and so forth, you know, right up to the brand new ones, but also all the way to the antique ones. You know, we've got, you know, policies that'll, you know, cover that investment, because pretty much you go back into the 40s and 50s, a lot of those bikes now are worth more than what new ones are worth.
Absolutely. So I wanted to discuss that and not take up all your time, just most of it. Like, well, my boss Ron used to say that. But the thing is that you guys do have a vintage motorcycle program that takes into account the actual value of a 1935 whatever, and or a 1946 whatever, and plus the customization or the original value of the thing. Now,
correct.
That's something that you need to try, you know, explain to our viewers what it's like, because it's kind of I don't know. A lot of people are into building, you know, custom bikes from old bikes, or restoring old bikes. And yeah, the value can be astronomical comparatively to what a brand new full CBO bagger might cost right now, you know, on a 17 or 18 model. So tell us a little bit about that, Jeff.
Well, pretty much any bike, let's say an antique, type bike. You can bring us an appraisal or something from a shop, that, shows the value of that bike, and we can insure that bike for that exact dollar amount, which pretty much means, let's just say if you've got a bike and you want to insure it for $30,000, if something happens, if it gets stolen, burned or something like that, we're going to write you a check for $30,000. Also, you can take a bike that let's say you customize. I've got a lot of guys that'll buy, brand new bike, and change the front tree to it, wheels, chrome and so forth, and before you know it, they put $40,000 to $50,000 in that bike. You can look at any of these magazines and see just, bikes with the customization to it, with the paint jobs and so forth, are just, absolutely gorgeous and breathtaking. We take that bike, we can add whatever that he puts into it. I've got some bikes that have got, $40,000 and $50,000 accessory coverage added to it, which pretty much means something happened to that bike, pretty much he gets paid for what the bike is worth. So let's say he bought a $22,000 bike, then he gets paid for his accessories on top of that. So if he's got $40,000 into it, he'd get a $62,000 check if that bike was totaled or stolen or burned.
And that's what I wanted to get to, because I think a lot of people don't understand. If they got that much money in something, don't you think you want to take care of it in case something happens? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Something may likely happen, and that's what we're talking about here tonight. Is try to open the eyes of the listener and say, okay, look, this could. And more than likely, you get a 50-50 chance, or perhaps even higher, of this happening, right?
Exactly. It doesn't take much, to take a look at the news and things that happens and so forth, or just go out on the road today and just see how many accidents there were, and you could be part of that. So protect yourself, protect your bike. Just, make sure when you go to sleep at night that you can sleep and not have to worry about that.
Yeah, a good night's sleep is a good thing, and one of these days I'll get one of those. But for right now, I did see. I was talking about it earlier on the program about so many people with this wildfire thing and all that. And let's say, it's no fault of your own, and you're just asleep in there somewhere, and then and some jackass sets fire to the woods next to your house, and for some reason your garage burns down and your bike's in there, you're covered. And that's what people need to understand, is like, anything can happen, and you never know nowadays what might.
Yep, and also, that's a good thing you brought up, because I've had a lot of people think that, well, if my bike is in my garage and something should happen there, my homeowner is going to take care of it.
Not exactly.
No, sir, not at all.
No.
That bike, if it happens to be in there like your car or so forth, and it burns up, you didn't have a policy on it, well, it just burned up because it is not part of the house.
Correct. And that's the thing that's why I want you on here, to explain to these people. Look, this is what can happen and what could happen. And in Florida, geez, nobody knows. They're like burning everything around here. I don't know why. And but they're jackasses, whatever. There's a lot of fires going on, and there's a lot of unfortunate accidents. And I've seen people's cars and trucks and things sitting in their yard that got burned up, although they were spared their home and their garage. Yeah, if you got your bike in the garage, homeowners ain't going to cover it. But
no.
If you want your house covered, you'd sell them homeowners too, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
And probably even...
We sell all personal lines.
Including renters.
Yes, sir.
And that's the idea, because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right now, I'm a renter, but the thing is that, well, if anything happened, I can always say, well, I have this policy for this much crap that I had inside the house, and if something happened, and fortunately, I'm not getting burned up around here right now. They got kind of like, I don't think we actually are under the red flag anymore, but there are places that are very nearby that are. So, it's very important to think about. It's insurance. It's Jeff Hart. Tell us about your business before we let you go.
Well, I've been around 29 years. Been riding bikes pretty much, since the late 60s. Just enjoy it. I understand, kind of what, bikers, look for in coverage. Be happy to talk with anyone if they've got some questions about their coverage, things like that and so forth. Pretty much give me a call on my cell or whatever, or just call me during the day. We'll just talk bikes. I go to, most of the events and so forth. I'll be at Thunder Beach there for a whole week. So if you get a chance, just, come by and say, hey, I'll be at the Harley shop, the dealership there for the whole time. Just give me a call.
Great. And once again, Jeff will bundle your stuff. So if you got like homeowners and motorcycle and your old pickup truck even sometimes, Jeff will bundle all this together under the insurance that he sells, and because it is full line, right?
Yes, sir. Handle all personal lines, from auto, boats, motorhomes, ATVs, golf carts, your life policy, accident policies, pretty much anything that, personal lines a guy needs. We handle it all.
Fantastic. Well, it's good to know, and we need to be protected, and people listen to what he has to say. Jeff, give us the name of your company and the phone number one more time, just for the record, so that we got it on here.
Yes, it's Jeff Art Insurance. The office number is 850-575-2533, or you're welcome to call my cell, which is 850-212-2153.
And you are a busy man. Once I called your office one time, and they were like, yeah, he's kind of busy. He's got clients. No wonder you have clients, Jeff, because you're doing something good for our biker community.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you taking the time with us tonight on Born to Ride Radio.
Appreciate you calling me. If I can help you any way, just please let me know.
All right, Jeff. You stay in tune, and you stay in touch, and stay out there on the road. Keep the shiny side up.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Have a good night, Jeff, and thank you so much for spending time with us.
You too. Thank you.
All right, buddy. There you go. And Jeff always tries to give us a little bit of an update on the radio program, so you know what you need to do. And if you're not doing the right thing, and you're not taking care of your stuff, well, he's got to talk to, because he'll give you the right rate on it. Anything that he has to offer, and he's not a phony baloney commercial out in the wind. Jeff Art's been in business for 29 years and been riding his that long or longer, so give him a holler. And he doesn't even care. Call his cell phone, 850-212-2153. Jeff Art, a really professional that can protect your most treasured investment, including yourself, your bike, your home, anything that you have. He'll take care of you. So thanks a lot, Jeff, for being on the program with us tonight. So what are you doing out there right now? You guys want to say something, or you want to just comment? And I don't know. Anyway, studio line's open, 813-756-6444. And I'll be glad to put you on the air and let you discuss, air out, and talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Because as of right now, I got an open studio line. So holler at your boy over here on Born to Ride Radio. Hi, I'm Craven Moorhead. I'm your host. I know. You're like, Craven, why are you doing on the radio? Because you don't belong to a Bill Bar. You're kind of dumb looking. Well, it's okay. It's not a matter of looks. It's a matter of what I do. Okay, I'm not really a hillbilly guy. I've been called one. Someday soon, you'll probably see me back in the hills. North Carolina, Tennessee, West Virginia, somewhere. But I'm probably going to go back there. Because I like it. Yeah, just because I like it doesn't mean anything. You guys might like things that I don't like. Me, I just like an easy, laid-back life. Not too much hassle. Not too much hell. But, you know, I was writing about that in my story this month, so make sure you pick up next month's copy of Born to Ride magazine. It'll be up on the web as well. One of the things that I was discussing, it's always me, and it's always about the CVO and about the 110 and about all that kind of crap. And about driving too fast, I for some reason, I don't know. I'm having a problem. I can't seem
This
to do it.
is Pirate Radio. Do not adjust your set.
But I just can't drive 55, so this song came up and I'm like, yeah, I gotta have this now. Stay tuned to Born to Ride Radio. I'm Craven Moorhead, your host.
One foot on the brake and one on the gas. When there's too much traffic, I can't catch no. So I try my best to leave on move from big black and white. Come and touch my groove again. Gonna ride me up for 125. Post my face and walk and get out of line. Take my license, all that jive. I can't drive 55. Oh no. So I signed my name on number 24. Hey. Yeah, the judge said, boy, just one more. I'm gonna throw your ass in the city joint. Look me in the eye, say, you get my point. I say, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ride me up for 125. Post my face, wanna get out alive. Take my license, all that jive. I can't drive 55. I can't drive 55. I can't drive 55.
Yeah, you know that's right. Well, you might not know it, but I can't drive 55. Especially not on a hopped-up motorcycle. or any motorcycle. I don't know. I mean, I guess 55 is okay and a 35 zone. No, I'm not trying to. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not trying to suggest that for any reason that you know, to break the law in any way, especially when you put someone else's life in danger and even your own. It's not a good idea. So what you do is, try to go to the speed limit, abide by the law, and do the best thing you can do, and that is, hey, I'm being cool. Don't be like me or other people that go a little fast. It's not about going fast. It's about going safe. And that's why we said thanks to Jeff Ard for coming on with us and telling us, hey, you know what? It's a good idea to insure your stuff. Everybody that has a motorcycle, that's like a primary love thing. And that's the good thing about Jeff. He even fixes relationships, because if the wife runs over your bike, well, it's covered. So you might be able to forgive her at some point in your life. Especially when you got a brand new bike sitting in the middle of her kitchen. And that's what it's all about, baby. So, I've had a really good time being on here, and I'm going to be on here some more. I mean, I'm going to be on here some again, because I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just hanging around over here in the trailer park with a radio station. And that's what I do. And I do it well. I'm not going to blow my own horn, because I don't really have one. Once I had a 1912 or 15 Civil War bugle. I found out it was worth enough money for me to sell it on eBay, so I did. That doesn't mean that you have to go out there and do that. If you got something that's collectible, especially if you got an old collectible motorcycle that's worth a lot of money, that's why we were talking to Jeff about it. What are you going to do if you don't insure something that's worth $50,000 and it's sitting in your garage? The next thing you know, it's not sitting in your garage, and you say, hey, honey, you take the bike out somewhere? And she's like, no, somebody broke the door down and took your bike. So make sure you insure that kind of stuff, man. How you going to replace it? If you're me, it's like, I have trouble coming up with 30 cents, much less $30,000. So you got to do what you got to do. And the thing that you got to do is you got to look at the reality. If you can't look at reality, watch the news for a minute, because there's a lot of reality out there right now. I mean, we discuss the fires, we discuss the thefts, we discuss the news is never pretty. I would like to just give all y'all good news, because everywhere I've been in the last few weeks, it's been very pleasant. And I hope that you guys are having a pleasant time. That's the idea. It's never fun when you got to report bad news. And thank God I don't have any bad news to report. All I'm saying is, I'm giving you advice, you know. Take care of your stuff. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, the people that you love. That's what's important. Take care of those people that you love. Take care of the family. Take care of your friends, your business, your motorcycle, even your old pickup truck. Back to social media. It wasn't even funny when I posted that, but I had 1 million people share it and thought it was hilarious. All this political stuff that's going on, and Korea and China and all the things that we're having to worry about right now. And I just put in there Bangladesh. It's what I do when the radio in my old truck stops working. Bangladesh. How dumb is that? But it's funny, because I can tell you it's funny, because everybody's just like, ha, 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 ha. You got a real problem, dude. I'm like, yeah, I know. But hey, that's my job. That's what I do here at Born to Ride Radio, Born to Ride Television, Born to Ride Magazine. Like I said, make sure you check out my article next month because it's about some of my favorite places that I go, and it's usually up on the mountain where I can relax. I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with. I hope you people are too. Stay tuned for more because it's always going to be Born to Ride.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite, and that's the deal. I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking kids, Arnie and K-Fizz, and they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
When it comes to affordable motorcycle insurance in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, there's only one name to remember. Jeff Ard.
With over 30 years of riding experience, Jeff recognizes what a biker looks for when it comes to coverage for their bike. He understands the benefits that are available to you to get the most coverage for the most practical price. Benefits like taking the Safe Rider course, organizational discounts, prior insurance discounts, Safe Rider discounts, and Jeff provides a transfer discount, which means that if you have the coverage now and you bring that coverage to Allstate, you will receive up to an 18% discount for the first year, a 12% savings for the second year, and continues with a 7% discount for the third year.
If it's available, Jeff's going to make sure you have it.
Jeff Art Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote today at jeffartinsurance.com.
What can Jeff do for you?
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and Magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know a child that needs help, please call or go online today.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Born to Ride Magazine, the hottest, maddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride Magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. $39.95. for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out BornToRide.com. Born to Ride.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
All right. Yeah, we're going live right now on the radio with Wayne. What? Are you all right, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm all right. We're ready to rock and roll, bro.
Listen, man, we need to report on how the rally went up there because Angel City is like the ultimate place to go. I've been there several times, and I love that place up there. So tell us about it.
Oh, man, it turned out wonderful this time. We had we had a ball of death, we had a bull ride, we had jello wrestle, we had bike games, we had David Allen Code. It was phenomenal. He just swamped the place with people. And I did not have no complaints, no problems, no nothing. I mean, this is a place to be.
And I wanted to, we were going to, well, honestly, we were going to call you. I know that you were busy in preparation last week because it was like the thing started on Wednesday, right?
You got that right. Yeah, it started on Wednesday, and we had some pro wrestlers in here for fight night on Wednesday night.
How did that go?
Yeah, we had it all, man. We got $2 beer. Where you gonna go get $2 beer? You tell me.
They try to charge more than that at the local tavern down here, man, and that's in the middle of the woods in Plant City somewhere, and they try to charge that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. I know where it's going on, but this is the biker world. We're doing what we do for the biker community and the love of bikers for each brother and sister and the coalition and all. Every biker is welcome here. And if you're not a biker, we welcome people here because, if you bring people in that's never rode, never thought about it, it doesn't matter whether they go out and go buy a bike. We want them to come, enjoy the party, be part of our family, and when you buy that ticket at our ticket booth, you're not our customer. When you buy that ticket at our ticket booth, you're part of our family. I say that over and over and over. I mean, people get the drift. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, and that's why Angel City is a place to be. And I was curious about that, how it went. Because I did not go up there for the wrestling event, and I was kind of asked to, but I did not go. But I can tell you that I couldn't have because I had prior obligations to take care of. But
I can understand that.
Well, yeah.
That's the only thing that keeps you away.
Right. Well, you know what? I've been up there in various different modes of transportation. 99% of the time it was just a bike. I have actually brought the motorhome up there, and I've enjoyed Angel City at all the rallies and all the special events and some of the other things that you hold there, because you do hold special events for certain organizations and people and things that are happening. So it's not just about just the rally all the time, right?
No, this place is open to rent for lease or whatever they want to do, for movies, for weddings, for any bike club that wants to come in and throw down an annual or something. That's fine. And I'm going to be, me and my brother's going to be in Panama City for Thunder Beach, and we're going to be telling people, hey, guess what? We're doing a new deal. The new deal is that you put out $25 deposit on an RV site, dry or wet number site, and then we'll wait till later to collect the rest of the money. So you ain't got to put a bunch of money. Now that $25 will be non-refundable, but if you get it now, you will assure yourself a good spot in the place, and you know where you're going when you come in.
Yeah, because I remember one time I almost didn't make it. The RV kind of gave me a little bit of, consternation about, the Florida line or so. But we got her going, got her in there, and I was always welcome there no matter whether I brought the RV and the bikes or just a bike, or, I rode with somebody else in their RV or rode somebody else in a truck. I'm from up the road there, but you guys have got it going on at Angel City, and I wanted to make sure that you wanted, I don't know how you want to say, you already said it went swimmingly, right? Because it's like, where else can you go and hang out, camp out, live there, an old West town, vendors, good food, and, $2 beers, you can't even get that at your local tavern.
Got that right, bro. But the thing is, right now, we're doing a special deal. And the special deal is if you go ahead and pay that $25, you can get spots reserved so you know you got it. We'll collect the rest of the money later. Because we had tons of people, our regular people, they group together in big groups, like they're having a family reunion or a class reunion or whatever you want to call it, and they get together out here on this place. And so we want them to get together, and we want them to have a class reunion, whatever they want to have, and their friends and their buddies, and everybody's camping side by side. And the only way we can do that is start this $25 deposit for special RV sites, and what that will help us do is by them doing this, that's going to create us knowing what kind of money we got coming in, knowing the people we got coming. So that means that we can put more and more special stuff in our town and our city and our rally to make it a better and better and better and just blow it off the chart as to what we can do for you and all the people in the biker community.
Yeah, and Wayne, every time I've ever gone there, it's like, the local people, the stores and the community never had any problem with law enforcement. Everything seems to go so smooth up there, man. How do you keep it all maintained like that, brother?
Well, we got some simple rules, and they are that I'll tell all my vendors when they come here that we got to get along, and they're part of our family, just like the people that come in and buy our tickets at the gate. They become part of our family. They're our customers, and the vendors have to get along. And we try and push to get the best top quality vendors with the best top quality products that is possibly out here on this earth. And you can tell people, I'm telling you now, you look at our website, you look at the stuff we're doing. Where in this country has anybody built a whole city just particularly designed for bikers? We're the only ones that's ever done this. For God's sakes, please, people that's listening, please come. And I'm going to tell you now, I've told you before, you know this. I'm going to tell you the same thing you've said before, is if you come, you're going to have a great time. And if you don't come, it's your own loss. Because you're going to lose the best time of your life.
Yeah. That's true, because, you do throw a heck of a party up there no matter what. And I've been to private events and to all the spring rallies and the summer rallies, and that's another thing I wanted to discuss. When's our next big rally coming up there?
It's going to be October the 4th through the 8th. And I'm telling you, man, we already got the Outlaws, the original Outlaws that started in 73, and they are cutting a new album. Man, it's going to come out between now and then. Hopefully they'll have some number one or top hits in the top 10. And we got Natalie Stovall coming as one of our headliners. And she's been on Country Music Awards in California and Nashville. And she's also had her band play personally for President Bush in the White House. And then we got, out of Florida. You're from Florida, Tallahassee. Everybody ought to know and heard of the Bearded Brothers. And they got a great following. We got a hell of a lineup coming, and it's going to blow you away. And then with all the other entertainment, I guarantee you will never want to miss this rally.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And that rally, and you get the best music, the cheapest beer, and, really it's very inexpensive to camp there. And it's very safe. Everybody, like you say, I've always been treated like family. I'm sorry I couldn't make it this time around, but guess what? It's my own loss. Like you say, if for some reason people have any question, give us your website one more time so that they can just check it out and see the real, I don't know. I mean, it's like an experience, man. It's an experience.
Rally.com, and you're going to hit us. You just look for a rally in Georgia. We're on the front page. It goes in alphabetical order. I mean, a guy reading Braille can find us. Come on.
Right. Well, that's what happened. I think Stevie Wonder, that's how he crashed his tour bus. He wasn't supposed to be driving, but he did. So,
Damn right. I'd love to have him. We had David Allen Cole. He packed our place. I'm going to tell you what, Mr. David Allen Cole, I'll take my hat off to him. And I'll take my hat off to all the bikers and brothers and sisters that ride and do all the charity rides, poker runs, and everything else they do. And I tell them all the time when they're here, if you're a biker and you ride and you do all these charities and things and support the people that's lost homes or got a child that's crippled or whatever happens, or you get cancer or whatever, and they do fundraising for you, that's what it's about. And the thing about that is all of us are family together. And people need to realize that, hey, they don't know. Other people don't know what bikers is all about. And I tell them, I said, when people walk down the street and you're a biker and you come walking up the sidewalk and somebody sees you and they realize that you're a biker, and if they realize what all the bikers do for our communities, they should tip their hat and say thank you and step to the side for what you do. That's what it's about, man.
Well, I was on that rant a little bit earlier in the program tonight, I should say. Bikers do a lot and put back a lot into the community and go to the poker runs and go to the charity events, and they throw the dollars down to...
they're recognized for it. I don't think so, not in the way they should be. And Born to Ride magazine out of Florida and Born to Ride radio like you are, hey, man, they're putting a message out. They're putting their heart, their soul, and everything they got into what they do. And the people need to appreciate Born to Ride magazine. They need to appreciate Born to Ride radio because you're giving them the truth. This is not CNN.
No fake news here. It's not fake news. We're just telling the truth.
If you can't stand the truth, you need to turn the radio off. You don't need to listen to us. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's part of the issue. And the issue is there's so much fake news out there, and the one thing that I try to keep promoting is positivity. No fake news, and these are the good things that we're doing for the community as bikers, and I think that's what you're all about, Wayne. So we wanted to just call and have a recap on how it went at Angel City this time around, and that's why we're talking tonight.
You got it, brother. Look here, you tell everybody, I'm telling you now, just look for us. Me and my brother, my partner, that built this place, and that's our dream, and we got a dream venture together. And we're going to be in Panama City, and we're going to be doing some stuff. We're going to have a box at Augie's. Look it up and find where Augie's at, pinstriping, and there should be somewhere locating him. But we're going to be there, and we'll be handing out flyers, and we're going to be putting up posters and showing people what we're about. And we also going to have a box there that everybody can come in, fill out the email, fill out their email addresses and stuff like that, and put it in the box. And we're going to have a drawing for some free passes to come to Angel City. And also, when we get those email addresses, they can get on our newsletter. We'll send them out a newsletter once a month telling them what we're doing, what we're planning, where it's going. You know where your bucks are spent here, man. Golly, you go on anywhere else in the world, you don't know where your money's going, but you know where it's going here. And it's going for more than what you pay, I promise you. If you come here and you ain't had a good time, I'll give you your money back, okay?
Right. I don't think anybody's asked for their money back yet, right, Wayne?
No, I had one guy that came in this rally that had come to the fall rally, and he said, oh, man, I ain't like this and this and that. And so we invited him back, and I told him at the ticket booth, I said, okay, we're going to comp your pass. And I said, and that's what I want you to do. If, when you leave this rally, if you didn't have a great time, don't worry about it. But if you did have a great time, how about pay the $55 that it cost you to get in? And you know what happened? You paid the $55, and he said, hey, I go to rally all over the United States, and I've never been to a rally that I had as much fun as I have in Angel City. And that's the God's truth.
Yeah, and that's what we need to talk about is why we're having such a good time at Angel City, and I'm assuring you that every time I've been there, I've had a good time. I've missed it a couple of times, but you'll see me back up there again, Wayne, and you'll see Ron, the crew, and everybody from Born to Ride. We'll be back up there. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah, Ron was here this time. Yeah, he came up when the wrestler was wrestling. Ron and Letty has done a lot to help me. I do a lot to help him. Look, we cross-promote with all kinds of people. And the people I'll only cross-promote with, that's the true love of what we do. And if they got their hearts in it, and they're not charging $4, $5, $6 a beer, they my buddies. If they do that, they're not my buddies. There's no reason to gouge backers. When you come here, you got reasonable rates. You got a whole lot of entertainment. You got $2 beer. I mean, where in this country are you going to go to a rally that's going to put out what we put out for you?
Got good food, too. I mean, I've ate there before, and tasted good, didn't kill me. That's all good, brother.
All right, man, that's what we're about. So I appreciate you calling me. I appreciate being part of your radio show tonight.
Yeah, man, and thanks for giving us an update on it. I know it was a great rally. Wish I could have been there, but I had a prior engagement that I had to take care of, and nobody knows what it is.
And I want you to say this. I want to say this. This is not a rehearsed thing. This is from my heart and soul. I don't do this, and I had no idea you were going to call me tonight and ask to go on live on the radio.
Well, thanks for calling back.
This is the truth. I mean, check us out. We're the real deal.
You do what now?
I said, check us out. We are the real deal.
Right, and it's angelcityrally.com, right?
There you go. That's it.
All right, we're going to keep that out there. Thanks a lot for letting us know what was happening up that way, Wayne, and we appreciate it. And we'll be calling you back again. I don't know exactly when, but I know there's something big coming up there in October, so we're going to get it going.
Got it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We got good music. I don't have all the other stuff put together, but let me tell you, how many promoters go through a spring rally that's already going through putting together a fall rally? Oh, yes.
I know that. And it's a lot of work. We appreciate all the work you put into it, Wayne, and all your people, your family, and all the people that work there. And God knows we all love you, and thank you so much for being what you are and having what you got up there, because it's a great place to be.
Well, we love y'all, and we love you, and we love all of the biker community. And if you're not a biker, just come. Just come anyway. It doesn't matter. I mean,
no, nobody cares.
We can introduce you to the biker culture, okay? Just come, and you'll have a great time. And whether you can leave and buy a bike and ride and become part of that, it doesn't matter. Just come back, and you're going to have a good time. It's not, we're confined. We got 100 acres here, and you ain't got a bar hop. You ain't got to deal with the cops. You ain't got to deal with nothing. You just stay here. We got case beer by the sale on the premises. It's reasonable. Everything we got's reasonable. In fact, I'll tell you how reasonable it is. We're selling Pepsi Cola products at $2.50 for a Pepsi. And you can buy a Pepsi for $2.50. Well, you can buy a beer for $2. Where are you going to go buy a beer cheaper than a Pepsi?
Right.
There you go, bro.
$2, and like I said, you can't even go to the local bar and get it like that, man. So that's the way it goes, Wayne.
No, go to Daytona and buy a beer. From Panama City, Thunder Beach.
Yeah, $5, $6, $7, whatever, man. It's crazy.
That's right. That's right. It ain't about the money. It's about the brotherhood. Y'all need to come. Everybody needs to come.
Yeah. And we're going to be back again. Wayne, thanks a lot for giving us the recap on the last Angel City Rally. We appreciate it, brother. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Hey, all right. God bless you. Appreciate you and all the people that's listening. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Wayne, and God bless you, too. And we'll all stay tuned for more at Born to Ride. Thank you, Wayne.
Later.
All right, there you go. We had to get the recap from Wayne because that was a big rally up there. The spring rally is always a big rally at Angel City. And yeah, you can check out all the stuff that's going on. AngelCity.com's website, and it is what it is. And you guys go check it out. And make sure you attend that thing, man, because that's a lot of fun up there. Angel City is a very unique place just across the border. Yeah, a little road music for you, Ghost Riders in the Sky. Stay tuned to Born to Ride Radio. I'll be right back.
I met you on somebody's island. You thought you had known me before. I brought you a crate on fire. They waited all night by your door. You probably wouldn't remember. I probably couldn't forget. Jungle love in the surf and the pouring rain. Everything's metal wind wet. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. But lately you live in the jungle. I never see you alone. But we need some definite answers. So I thought I would write you a note. The question to everyone's answer is usually asked from within. The patterns of the rain and the truth they contain that are written right on your skin. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. You treat me like I was your ocean. You swim in my blood when it's warm. My cycles of circular motion protect you and keep you from harm. You live in a world of illusion where everything's peaches and cream. We all face the scar at conclusion, but we spend our time in a dream. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy.
That's okay. I'm already crazy. But that's okay. Because I'm doing Born to Ride Radio. Hi, I'm Craven. I'm your host tonight. What are you guys doing out there? Let me know what's up. Friend, foe, stalker, listener, whatever. Give me a call. 813-756-6444. Thanks again to Wayne from Angel City to give us the recap on what happened up there in that great spring rally that they just had. Already working on a big one, yeah, for the fall. What a great place. And I want you guys to understand that it's kind of like what he said. I've never been there ever when I wasn't just treated like family, and everybody loves you and everybody takes care of you, and yeah, good food, cheap beer. They got it going on up that way. You get a chance next time it rolls around. Angel City is a place to be. So what are you doing this weekend? I don't know. I know. Some of you people are be going to the rally at the railroad down in Parrish, and I hope you do, because it's a good charity. Benefits people dealing with unexpected tragedies. We started off the program with this. We're going to keep it going. As a matter of fact, I have been in the process of trying to contact some of the people that talk about the thing, but unfortunately. I guess our radio program runs too late to have them call in and be part of the program. It's a shame. But you can always call in and be part of the program because I'm sitting here, I'm doing the radio program, and all you got to do is, hey, pick up the phone. Give me a holler. 813-756-6444. What else you got going on this weekend? Nothing much. Parish ain't that far. Go down to the Railroad Museum and have awesome people. Doesn't cost that much. Make yourself feel good every weekend, people, because that's what you got to do. And that's why we are out here as bikers supporting the community, making things happen and making things good for everybody else. It's an awful good feeling to be able to just go out, enjoy riding your motorcycle, and know that you're helping somebody that really needs the help. I think it's important that people would do that. But as bikers, we do that every weekend, and that's what we're all about. So that's really all good. What are you going to do about it? I'm not sure. You can do something. Because I guarantee you sometime in the next week, this weekend and the next weekend, you're going to go out there and do something to support the community. That's what we do. We're going to continue to do that. I think it's a great thing. You know it's a great thing. So anyway, I want to say thanks to all the people that called in tonight and all the interviews I had on. We had on some really cool people, including my dear friend Wacky Jackie. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys stay up in the loop. Stay with us here at Born to Ride Radio and Born to Ride TV and Born to Ride Magazine. And don't forget it, I'm going to be out there in just a few days bringing you a brand new issue of Born to Ride. But I've learned something after 20 years of working here. You can go online before you ever actually pick up the copy you're going to take to your bathroom with you or wherever you read it at. You're going to be able to pick that thing up right off the internet at borntoride.com. And you can click on the newest issue, which is going to be May. You can read the whole magazine, including whatever I said about where I've been before. Some of the road trips that I've been on. Some of the greater ones and some of the worser ones. I mean, that's how I write. And I vowed not to bring politics and religion into it anymore, so I didn't do that this time. I'll try to keep that going because a lot of people are like, what are you, nutty? All you're doing is talking about politics and religion, and we all been taught not to talk about politics and religion. Well, whatever. You live by your own doctrine, but as a biker, you live by the rule of the road just like I do and you do and everybody else does. And we go out there and try to help everyone we can possibly help. Promote the good life, promote the good things that we do. We'll continue to do that until we die. I know that's true. And I hope that everyone out there that's listening believes in that and wants that and makes that happen, because I know that we all do. That's what's important. A positive attitude, a positive mind, doing good things for the community as we enjoy the thing that we love the most, which is riding our motorcycles. That's what it's like to be born to ride. And now that we are born to ride, we are what we are. And I promoted this, and I'll keep promoting it all the time. We're not just a magazine. We're not just a TV show. We're not just a radio show. We're multimedia. We're everything. You don't believe it? Well, check it out. BornToRide.com. You can view the past issues of the magazine, the past episodes of the TV show, the past episodes of the radio show. Hell, you can even go in there and see whatever I wrote from years ago, because it's all archived at BornToRide.com. Why? Because we're going to keep you informed, keep you entertained, and keep you on the cutting edge of technology. And when I say technology, I'm talking about everything that has to do with what we have on our bikes, the newest innovations, all the events, all that's covered. We cover that for a reason. We don't do it for us, we do it for you. So you, the viewer, the listener, and the reader, whether it be on the web or in the magazine, understands and has all the information to make your life better as you go out and make life better for everyone else. So do yourselves a favor. Don't forget, every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I'm Craven Moorhead. I'm here, Born to Ride Radio. Occasionally, you can tune in on WDTA and see us. Well, you can see me, occasionally on Channel 38 at 11 o'clock on the TV. See me every month in the magazine because I write some kind of silly drivel that you guys, some love, some hate. That's why I always say I encourage all my stalkers, haters, lovers, and everybody that thinks that they know me. Just call in the studio line anytime. I'm here every Tuesday night, 813-756-6444. Put you on, we'll have a good time. Because having a good time is what it's all about. And you know that's true. But while you're out there, be safe. Enjoy your life and enjoy the fact that you're helping others that so desperately need it when you're out there at an event that supports our veterans, our homeless families, our children, our abused people, everything, anything that we do, all the valid causes. Thank you for being there. We love you for being there. We're always going to be there, and we're always going to make it happen for you as Born to Ride, because that's our job, our duty, and our mission. To be there to inform everyone, to be there to educate everyone, to raise you up in the power of what you're already putting down. That is, you're helping people. Well, we're going to let you know where you can go to do that. So, let's keep up the good fight. And let's not forget Tuesday night, because I'll be back here next Tuesday to tell you what the heck's up. And don't forget the 7th, I'm going to be out at Scooter Saloon starting at noon. So if you didn't get enough of abusing me tonight, you can always come out there and abuse me. It's at Brandon Harley Davidson over on Adamo Drive. Don't act like you don't know where it is. Scooter Saloon is like this big place in the back of the Brandon Harley Davidson shop, man. You know, pass all the cows and all this stuff, and then as you head on towards the rear of the place, it's right in the back. Great food, cheap beer, lots of fun. Live entertainment all day. I know Soul Circus Cowboys are going to be out there. Nothing fancy. Some of those guys, man. We got some of the best music and the best things, all sponsored by Born to Ride and Fran Hosh. You know, all the other great sponsors that we have here at Born to Ride. So stay tuned for that event. I'll give you all the information coming up here next. Don't forget, I'll be right back here next week on Born to Ride Radio. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, because I know I did. I love hanging out with my friends. That's what it's all about. Stay tuned.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking kids, Arnie and K-Fizz, and they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
When it comes to affordable motorcycle insurance in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, there's only one name to remember: Jeff Ard.
With over 30 years of riding experience, Jeff recognizes what a biker looks for when it comes to coverage for their bike. He understands the benefits that are available to you to get the most coverage for the most practical price. Benefits like taking the Safe Rider course, organizational discounts, prior insurance discounts, Safe Rider discounts, and Jeff provides a transfer discount, which means that if you have the coverage now and you bring that coverage to Allstate, you will receive up to an 18% discount for the first year, a 12% savings for the second year, and continues with a 7% discount for the third year.
If it's available, Jeff's going to make sure you have it.
Jeff Art Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote today at jeffartinsurance.com.
What can Jeff do for you?
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know a child that needs help, please call or go online today.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Born to Ride magazine, the hottest, maddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. $39.95 for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out borntoride.com. Born to Ride.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.